I would like to talk about something that nobody else is talking about, and that is icebreakers. I have written several academic papers on icebreakers over the past decade. This topic annoys me a bit because very few people in the US government care about icebreakers. Senator Mike Lee is one of the few US politicians that has discussed this topic over the past decade. Most people are currently talking about Greenland, so I thought that this would be a timely topic. I have made my thoughts known on the Greenland situation, but the reality of the situation is that my opinion doesn't matter. The opinion of other Americans that agree with me don't matter either, because America lacks icebreakers. America currently has two meaningful icebreakers. The US government is trying to expand their icebreaker fleet to 9, but there is a possibility that this will not happen. Canada and Finland are building icebreakers for the US, but these states might use these icebreakers as leverage against the US government. In other words, they could easily halt the production of icebreakers over the current Greenland issue. America has the capability to produce icebreakers, but other states are more experienced in this matter. They also take a long time to make. One icebreaker can take up to a decade to make, and they can easily cost $1 billion. The US government is working with the Nordic states to create more of them and speed the process up. But the Nordic states can use the icebreakers as leverage against the US government. If they were to do this, then this would weaken the Western world. Russia has almost 60 icebreakers, and China has 4. It is going to take a very long time for the US to catch up to Russia. Controlling Greenland won't matter if you do not have the necessary icebreakers to control any new trade routes that open up in the Arctic. Russia is going to be the dominant player in the Arctic because nobody else can currently compete with them. Controlling Greenland just means that there will not be any hostile missiles aimed at us. We currently do not have the ability to do anything more than that. Icebreakers are necessary if you want to make any progress in the Arctic. I just wish the US government would start thinking about the future. If we had focused on building icebreakers over the past century, then we would be in a much better position. The ice melting in the Arctic and creating new trade routes is not a new idea. America has some of the brightest minds on the planet, but we tend to focus on the present. Few Americans in a position of power think about the future, and this is problematic in the long term. You might not need new icebreakers in the present, but you will likely need them in the future. You might not need a new oil refinery right this moment, but you will likely need one in the future. But if you wait to build one until you need one, then you will be in a bad situation. A situation that could have been prevented. America's icebreaker situation could have been prevented if we had competent people in positions of leadership. Thanks for listening to my rant. Have a fantastic day or night.